I want to ask you something on behalf of the entire internet. Why haven't we gotten a Spy sequel yet? Honestly, I've seen so many people asking the same thing. And I agreed there was talk about one being in development, but it never actually happened. It just disappeared somewhere along the way. You know Rome and that movie so over the top. It was tacky and chaotic in the best possible way. I'm glad one of us finally said it out loud. Oh, wait, you've got lipstick on your teeth, really? Yeah, it looks like you just ate a box of crayons. Damn it, I love that film so much. It's hilarious and has been rediscovered lately by new audiences. People keep coming up to me saying, I just rewatched Spy, forgot how good it was. It's genuinely such a gem. It's an absolute treasure and underrated comedy masterpiece. Jason Statham is so funny in it. My husband Bobby is in it too, and I still can't watch it without laughing out loud. So, do you have a pitch ready for Paul Feig? I'm working on it tonight. I swear, by the end of the night, I'll have something. That's my goal too, finally come up with a perfect idea for Spy 2. And when you do, you know who to call. Absolutely. I'll be like, I came up with the idea right on the red carpet. Perfect. I'll take what, 2%? Sure, you can have 2%. Dio, I'm supposed to know how to fix this. I'm supposed to know how to fix her. What is it you think it's your job to fix? I'm asking what I'm supposed to do. Can you hear me? I'd like you to get a good night's sleep. Whatever. This can't be what life's supposed to feel like. This isn't it. It just can't be. Everything's under control. Congratulations on your new film, by the way. You're already being called one to watch in the Best Actress race. We're officially starting the campaign right here, right now. How does that feel? Oh my gosh, that's so flattering. Honestly, it's not something I ever expect or chase. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but I'm incredibly proud. The film is extraordinary, and being part of it means a lot. How has being a mom in real life shaped how you approached this character on screen? Well, she's a parent, yes, but more than that. She's a caretaker, someone who takes responsibility for another person's well-being when life gets messy. That's what makes the story so relatable. Everyone's been in that position at some point, caring for a child, a sibling, a spouse, or even a parent. The film really speaks to that universal experience. What's something you discovered or came to admire about A$AP Rocky while working on this project? Oh my gosh, he's incredible. His charm feels almost supernatural. He's curious, respectful, and truly collaborative. He approaches the craft with such sincerity and creativity. He's one of those rare people who's effortlessly good at everything. He's a designer, an actor, a musician, and of course, deeply involved in fashion. He has amazing relationships in that world, but beyond that, he's just a deeply creative human being. Have you had the chance to meet Rihanna yet? Not yet. I'm still waiting like the rest of the world. But it'll happen one day, I'm sure of it. It's wild that Rocky had a newborn at home while you were filming, and now he's got another baby, this time a little girl. I know, right? He's such a gentleman and carries his fame with such ease. He's humble, kind, and genuinely good. The way your face lights up when you talk about him says everything. Everyone's does. He's just that kind of person, warm, funny, and grounded, and he's amazing in the film. So is Conan, actually. Both of them did incredibly well considering they aren't seasoned actors. Some of their scenes were genuinely tough to pull off. So, what happens if Conan gets an Oscar nomination and hosts the ceremony? Oh, I think it's about time that happened. Let the host take home a statue for once. That would be a moment, it really would. Back to Spy for a second. Fans still quote your lines. The chemistry between you and Melissa McCarthy was electric. She's one of the funniest people I've ever worked with. Every take with her was unpredictable in the best way. She brings this joyful energy that makes everyone around her better. We laughed so much on that set. It felt like summer camp for comedians. Would you say you're ready to jump back into that world? Absolutely. I'd do Spy 2 tomorrow if they called. That movie had everything: action, absurd humor, real heart. It's one of those films that just makes people happy. Paul Feig is such a visionary. He knows how to balance humor and emotion perfectly, completely. Paul creates these vibrant worlds where female characters aren't just funny, they're powerful, complex, and human. He's so respectful of his cast. Working with him is a dream. If Spy 2 does happen, what would you want to see? Maybe something even more ridiculous, a new mission that takes the team somewhere unexpected. Melissa and I back in the field. Maybe This time with Jason Statham's character pretending he's in charge when he clearly isn't. There's so much potential for chaos, and you'd still play Raina Boyanov. Oh yes, Raina's too much fun to let go. She's dramatic, narcissistic, but somehow lovable. Playing her with such a joy she's a villain you can't quite hate. The fans definitely agree. Good. I think she'd make an even more outrageous comeback. Maybe she's reformed. Maybe not. You mentioned earlier how the film's rediscovery surprised you. Yeah, it's been incredible. People keep telling me they found it again during lockdown or stumbled upon it while scrolling streaming services. It's amazing to see it getting a second life. Comedy ages differently when it holds up. It becomes timeless, and it really does. Exactly, the humor still lands. It's clever, bold, and ridiculous in the best way. So, back to your latest role. This one feels more emotional, more grounded. Definitely, it's a character-driven story about resilience and love. She's navigating grief, duty, and identity. It's less about big moments and more about quiet strength. How did you prepare for that emotional depth? A lot of observation, a lot of empathy. I tried to find the honesty in her situation, what it means to carry responsibility that isn't entirely yours. And motherhood definitely helped me connect with that instinct to protect, to nurture, even when it's hard. It sounds like the kind of role that stays with you. It does. You carry pieces of these characters with you. But it's also cathartic. You get to explore emotions and experiences that might not surface otherwise. And then you go back to comedy and shake it off. Exactly. That's the beauty of being an actor. You can move between worlds: drama, comedy, absurdity, and it all feeds your craft. So between Spy, your new film, and everything else, how do you balance it all? It's a juggling act. Family always comes first. Then it's about choosing projects that challenge or excite me. I've learned to say no more often, to protect that balance. That's wise. It took me years to figure out. Speaking of family, your kids must be proud. They're still a bit young to fully grasp what I do, but they love visiting set. They think movie sets are like giant playgrounds. That's adorable. It is. They'll grow up one day and realize, oh wait, Mom was in that crazy spy movie. Maybe by then, Spy 2 will exist. Fingers crossed. I'd love nothing more than to reunite with Melissa and Paul and bring Raina back to life. You heard it here. First, Byrne is ready for Spy 2. Always ready. And when it happens, I'll remind everyone that you promised me 2%. Deal's a deal. The conversation drifts into laughter, the kind that lingers long after the cameras stop rolling. Byrne's warmth fills the space-sharp wit, grounded charm, and a deep love for her craft. Whether she's playing a scheming villain or a struggling mother, she brings authenticity that resonates as she steps away. One thing feels clear: she's not just waiting for a Spy sequels, she's ready for it. Ready to dive back into chaos, comedy, and all the unforgettable madness that made Spy a classic. Maybe Rome will call again. Maybe Raina Boyanov has unfinished business. Either way, the world is waiting, and so is Byrne.